As our lives have changed, so too have many of our traditions. One of those, how we ring in the new year.
Now, for most of us, it was not a big deal to forego a party or get together with friends, but for organizations like Special Olympics Maine, canceling their annual New Year's fundraiser just stacks another challenge against the athletes that they serve. 207's Beth McAvoy has the story.
It's a tradition.
For the past 32 years, we've been down at Old Orchard Beach in front of the Brunswick Hotel for a huge Lobster Dip New Year's Day celebration, kicking off our fundraising for the year.
More than 300 daring people usually plunge into the ocean on New Year's Day to benefit Special Olympics Maine.
This New Year's Day event is one of the most important ones that we have.
The organization usually raises more than $100,000 at this single event.
Special Olympics Maine serves over 5,000 children and adults with intellectual disabilities in the state of Maine. We're in every community from top to bottom.
The pandemic, however, turned their annual Lobster Dip into a month-long Lobster Roll.
Oh my gosh! So we're kind of sticking with the Lobster Dip theme, but we're going with a Lobster Roll. And we have asked people anytime for the last day of January to take a roll in the snow, to take some sort of cold roll, even if there's no snow. Fill up a kiddie pool with cold water or fill up your sled. We don't care. And just take a roll right there in the safety of your own front or backyard.
When you guys planned to do the lobster roll, we had snow on the ground, and I saw on Facebook the picture of the man in his hat and his swim trunks, and he's standing there and he's like, "Thanks 2020." Did you guys just feel like you can't win?
We have been feeling that way since March. And, I don't want to say, poor us, because everyone has been in the same position. It's been such a struggle for everyone. We have 75 events a year. There's no off season at Special Olympics. And so constantly breaking hearts has been really challenging.
Because you are dealing with a population who have intellectual disabilities, how hard has it been for, or maybe not as hard for this group to adapt to these changes and understand why you guys have these new rules and haven't been able to get together and have events?
When we decided to shut down all live events, training, competition, fundraising, it was the middle of March. And before we left our office that day, our staff got together and said, Special Olympics can't end. There are 5,000 children and adults who are completely depending on us. Those first couple of months were heartbreaking because, it was almost, and I just thinking back to it, like it makes me feel so sad because it was almost a daily event of having to announce one more thing that we're not offering to you, one more thing that you can't be involved in. And, we're looking at a group of people who've sat on the sidelines for so long, and Special Olympics is their way to be involved, to be in the game. And so to have to keep saying, no, that's canceled. No, that one's canceled. It's not happening. It was heartbreaking for everybody.
It didn't take long for athletes to start training online.
Once we started saying to them, listen, Special Olympics is not gone. Special Olympics is not ending. It's just going to look very different until this is over. Right away, we started offering everything virtual, but trainings and challenges and competitions. And we were doing healthy cooking classes, and we had a dance through Zoom. We had a holiday party through Zoom. We did social events every Friday all summer long with our athletes where they could jump on and just talk to each other.
Despite all the virtual opportunities Special Olympics has offered, the challenges facing their athletes has been great.
Getting equipment to our athletes to be able to use at home. How do you make that happen? Athletes who don't have computers and don't have internet, and how do you continue to communicate with them and to make sure that they stay involved?
Videos of lobster rolls are, rolling in, proving changing traditions isn't stopping people from supporting a good cause and welcoming a year they hope will be better than the last.
I think that our athletes are so used to just being so resilient and so strong and amazing that I think that they've adapted incredibly well.
Happy New Year!
Again, the Lobster Roll fundraiser that benefits Special Olympics Maine runs through the month of January. Currently, they have raised $38,000, halfway to their goal. If you want to get involved, you can find more information on our website.